Hey guys, it's Zach. Welcome back to All the Mods 9 To The Sky. Uh, I realized when I uploaded my first video that I was using NVIDIA's like native recording software, and it kind of put it in like widescreen. I think widescreen is the correct name for it. But it put it in a weird mode. So this time I dragged out my old OBS software that I got forever ago, and I think it's doing a little bit better. Um, but yeah, let's jump right back into it. Today, in between episodes, I didn't do an awful lot. I just did like a couple stacks of cobblestone into gravel, and then I put that through the meshes to get some iron, mainly just enough iron to get this hopper system going, which is just getting us dirt. Um, I also upgraded the cobble gen. I just did that off camera. I did end up just to save some time uh, going through and getting this free bucket of lava over here. Then it gave me some ice some ice and then some sand and stuff. Really, this was just what I got sifting, and this is really probably the only thing uh, that would have taken any significant amount of effort to get, but it's pretty easy to get. And I also made a clipboard because my brain does not really work unless I see what I have to do. But these aren't necessarily in order. But I would like to get some of these done either in this episode or in the next couple episodes. So, first let me go ahead and set my timer. If the episode goes a little bit over, it won't be too big of a problem. But first, I laid out some recipes in this barrel here. The first one, I believe, is a simple compacting drawer. And that's going to just be a little bit useful for us when we are doing the cobble gen here. So let me see. So the way this works is theoretically, okay, that is going up. I was like, this is a little bit odd. So the way this works is, yeah, it just, if it can be compressed into either a 2x2 or a 3x3 crafting grid, it does that. So this way I don't just have to go through into my inventory. It just saves a little bit of time. But that is the first thing I wanted to build. It gives me some more drawers. The second is a pretty simple thing. It's just, we're going to pop this. Let me take this out of here because I think it ejects it anyway. We're going to make this furnace into an iron furnace, which is just a little bit quicker, and then you can add in some augments. And it gives us another one of these. So we can turn 2 of these into iron. I don't know why I did that. And then also in between episodes, I made a copper hammer, and then I ended up making an Invar one for when this breaks. It just has a little bit more durability. But then the last thing here is something we're going to have to do a little bit of work to set up, but not much. And it is oh, I got the recipe wrong. I thought I was very prepared for this, but I guess not. It's a squeezer. And then I also made a item stand. So if we come over here, it says in the quest book here to put some armor stands on top. So I don't know if that means multiple or what. We can go ahead and try and make another one. They're not super hard to make. Okay. We're just going to turn all these little stone slabs here into armor stands. Because I think they all fit. They're not block entities. I think they're like tile entities. I think it's going to want us to make probably one or two more, just so that each time we reset it, it goes through. But speaking of that, also need to make one. If I can remember the recipe here. Oh no, that's perfect. All right. So the way I think this works is we're gonna pop this into the iron. Yeah, I just gotta be quick about it. Yeah, and so that basically, did one shoot outside? Because I thought it guaranteed doubling. Even if it didn't, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, it's not a good chance. Or it's not a 100% chance. But that gives us multiple ore per ore block. And then we can take this hammer and get some double the dust, or the ore pieces into dust. Which then leads to one of the next things that I want to do today, which is getting a superheating element from mechanism. So we need 4 steel for this, and steel's not super hard to make. It's just going to be 1 piece of iron, 4 pieces of coal, and a hammer. So that should be 16? Yeah, 16. Sorry. I'm going to school to be an accountant, but sometimes quick math is not my strong suit. Alrighty. I'm sure this stone will be useful later. Actually, it will be to make a stone barrel. So, how many do I need of you? I need 3 more pieces of stone there. But yeah, that's a nifty little thing there. Guess we can also do it with this osmium that I knew. Okay, I was gonna say I knew we have a good bit of osmium here. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on getting this in there before it all before it falls down. But yeah, with this osmium, we could get right into jump into mechanism. But I do want to get some stuff done beforehand. Okay, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that was a little bit of a stutter there. Make this into gravel. Hit it again. And then let's make this into glass. It's going to have some extra left over, but it'll be okay. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and make a stone barrel, which I think should for one of our quests. Activate something. Oh, we don't get anything from it. That's fine. But yeah, I did. Ooh, somebody just slammed their car door. I did notice, I've never actually noticed this before, but up here on this roof is moss blocks, and also this is, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a skylight or something, or what. These are frame blocks, but yeah, right here is moss, and that'll make it incredibly easy to get more moss and then seeds and stuff in the future. And that leads me to want to put another thing. Set up extractors. Extractors from Zycraft are pretty good. They don't take a ton of stuff, mainly just redstone, iron, and aluminum. And then they can make just about anything, it seems like. It's a good way to get, like, you can use it to make cobble, although the cobble generators are a little bit more efficient. You can get dragon's breath. You can get dragon eggs. That's actually pretty insane. It's really nice for making endstone. Uh, I think nether. Oh, it can also make ice. That's pretty good as well. Kiwi, which we're going to need. But in order to make kiwi, we've got to get a igneous extruder up there as well. So we'll put that on the list. And that's pretty simple to make. But yeah. Oh, I guess I should. While that is cooking up, get ready to, whoops, do that. I think we have some copper in here from when I made the ingots, or from when I made the hammer. And I am one short on, or two short on redstone dust, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. We'll just pop all that back in there. You back in there. Then we'll make over here. Actually, we can go ahead and make the superheating element, or the steel casing. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then so we can make the steel casing. Pop that around there. And then yeah, I think it's, oops. That'll be the center. We just need to get some more redstone, which is pretty easy to get. We'll throw this extra osmium away. And then, how much iron do we've got? We've got a good bit of iron. I wonder if there's a way, I feel like you'd need an item pickup hopper, like a vacuum hopper, in order to really maximize this, or else it's going to despawn. But yeah, we've just been making some dirt. Oh, I was really worried we were completely out of leaves, but there should be another like 20 dirt or so. But yeah, we can't probably get today towards, that's 64. That's a good bit of iron. So we're going to need 100 in order to get the, oops. Oh, there's a piece. We're going to need 100 to upgrade all of our meshes to iron. So, I know this is the very exciting gameplay. Everybody comes here to watch. But, in any case, the early games of most Skyblocks I feel like are all pretty grindy. But I don't know how I feel about like when I'm watching people play them. I am not a huge fan of seeing people do every little thing on camera. But sometimes when like you go in between episodes and it's like, oh, I built an entirely new island or an entirely new base. I'm just like, I kind of like would have liked to see that. Come on, get in there. It's not like I don't really care if people like do like cheating in items and stuff. I mean, it's a single, well, can be multiplayer, but it's not like it's not a competitive game, so I don't care if like they're like, oh, they cheated in like a half stack of diamonds or something. Like, I'm not worried about that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I use Let's Plays a lot to kind of like learn the better ways to do things. And so when people do that all off camera, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, well, I don't really have anything to go off of here. Okay. Let me just clean this off here. Grab. Would you try and use both of these copper hammers up? It's probably we're gonna go into the Invar one as well. Yeah, so Invar is also pretty easy to make. It's just nickel. I think it's 2 iron to 1 nickel gives you 3 Invar. If I could check here. Yeah, 2 iron and 1 nickel. So yeah, it's not hard to make. But it basically doubles your capacity. Actually, I think triple over the copper any case, so we've got 15. I mean, this right here is 192, 198, 200 some iron. That's a lot of iron. This is gonna be a really good starting point. So why don't we get everything out of here? We'll just throw. Actually, I'm just gonna take some of this iron since we've already got a ton. I'm gonna upgrade this last furnace. Just go a little bit quicker. Sometimes it does that, but not a huge deal. Alright, so we'll put that back in there. And let's go to sleep. But yeah, I didn't do a ton in between episodes, like I was saying, just upgraded this to gold. The last one's going to be the diamond, which actually let me go make sure that I've got... scare the crap out of me. I'll go put some more cobblestone or something in there to... Jesus, stuff grows quick. Ow. I guess we can start harvesting some of these berries here too. I actually don't know what these are used for, if anything. Fruit salad. Interesting. Bone broth. We can look into getting, I always do like kind of like making like a little kitchen and having like a bunch of different crops that we can grow. But in the meantime, while we're waiting on this iron to go, let's grab a stack of that and we'll try to get the rest of this redstone. So that way we can make the superheating element. Oop. I've got a builder's wand. I don't know why I'm doing this by hand. That was odd. Okay, perfect. And then now we get to, I guess that's the one downside of, it saves you on the cobble step if you're just doing iron, but it doesn't help you out on the other steps. Oh. Oop. Nope. Nah, that's fine. Just repair that tool. And this is that mechanic that I was talking about where it doesn't break your stuff. It just puts it into a broken state, and then you can repair it. I think I might real quick. Actually, I don't want to mute this animal sounds, but I do want to take them a lot lower. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, alright, sweet. So, got all that there. Put everything in our inventory in here. And then this should definitely get us, actually, I apologize real quick. I gotta remember to set up my auto clicker. Because it's not like technically a macro, it's like a program basically that runs. So yeah, I already see enough redstone, so it's gonna be pretty easy to get our superheating element made up, and then we can see if we can do like a little comparison of a side by side of how quickly the campfire does the lava generation to how quickly it does it in with the superheater under it. So yeah, so let me get all of our tools back out here. And we can go ahead and check up, or check out, check off, that's the word I was looking for. Um, check off the thing, and let's grab some clay here real quick. Okay, so we only need one actually. Glad I checked. Not that it's critically gonna be a bad thing if we overuse some clay, but it's just annoying sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll make some more porcelain. Fire you right there. And let's make another furnace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's just go ahead and make this an iron furnace too. Might as well. Perfect. Then I believe we had some coal stacks left over here. But yeah, okay, let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab some buckets out of here. Ah, we don't even need to grab the buckets. Perfect. Alright, so I've got this one over the campfire here. I'll just place this right here, because this doesn't need power. I originally thought it did. But 1, 2, 3, 4. There's already 2 buckets in there. Nice. I did prepare somewhat. But yeah, look how it's doing, I think, 2 millibuckets a tick. This does 60, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's already almost all the way full. I believe if we go and look in the chapter for it, where it has heat sources, it's the 60, and a dark matter block is the only thing that's better. Possibly it might show us here for heat sources. Yeah, okay. So yeah, uranium, fire itself is 5, 2, a soul torch. Yeah, it looks like dark matter is the best. Dark matter in this pack, though, you have to do a summoning altar. It's not, doesn't look, oh, actually that is going to be fairly difficult because you need all the modium. And to get all the modium ingots, you need a laser drill from industrial foregoing. And I'm not going to lie. How did you get out of the... Also, why are some of you shining? I don't know what's going on here, but alright. I don't really know what's going on with some of those shining animals. That is, it's almost like it's like in Power World, there's the lucky mobs, which are basically like a take on shiny Pokemon from Pokemon games. But yeah, I don't know here. I've never noticed it before, and I'm not sure if it's like a shader thing or what. But yeah, I've never noticed that. Alright, but we've got all of our iron. Get 36 here. And this is where we're going to start to see like pretty good. Because up until this point you cannot get diamond. Which kind of locks you on how much you can to balance out the grid. I don't know what that is, but I feel like I don't want to waste all my iron on it. But we got some more iron there. And now we can pop this down in here. And if I had a stack of gravel ready to go, we would be able to... I'd be able to show you that there's that you can get the diamonds out of that. I probably should start either condensing all of this or probably what I'm going to do is set up a simple storage system, or functional storage, I guess is what this is. It used to be called storage drawers. But yeah, sorry I'm a bit rambly today. I get not pretty frequent anymore because I've got some medication for it, but I used to get like migraines almost every day or every other day. And I've got one today, but I'm not sure. Yesterday I went to a birthday party for, we went go-karting, and I didn't like hit the wall or anything, but I don't know if like, it's not, I say go-karting. Um, I know like some like amusement parks and like arcades have like go-karts, and they go pretty fast. These ones, it's an indoor track, and it used to be called the Autobahn. But they go like I think 50 or 60 miles per hour at max speed, and I don't know if just like throwing my head around, like going around turns and stuff, it made my head hurt. But yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm sorry if I am a little bit scatterbrained. But the bright side is we can do this. Oh, pardon me. We can do this. This here, and we can follow the quest book. That's what I was getting at. All right. Like for example, we could take this, and then since we've got iron mesh, we won't have the chance of getting quite as bad drops. And see, we didn't even have to spend. Oh, we get some cobblestone out of this too. Very nice. Perfect. I think what I am going to do here is take one of these drawers and enough for 2 chests. Let's see, I'm going to need, I think, a total of, so this will be 17, 19, 21. So I need 2 blocks, which is 18, and then 4 more, which is 22. This is 21, 22. And that's 23, I think, but it'll buff out in the end. Put that in there. And all this to say is I'm going to make a a little upgrade for the drawer, which basically I think this one, yeah, multiplies item storage by 8. So currently this can store 4.6 thousand single blocks or 512 compressed blocks. So we're going to make an upgrade for that. Pardon me. Grab my hammer here, pop that down. There are 2 in each. 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Pop you back in there. And I'll go ahead and make these chests and get ready for it. So yeah, basically it looks something like this, and then I need 7 more blocks, or 7 more ingots to make this, and that will allow us to generate more cobble and have more cobble on hand, which is good. Let me grab like a sapling or something, because that's going to drive me crazy. And like stuff like refilling this, that's one of the things I'll probably do off camera, because you've seen me harvest leaves and stuff. And it's mainly just grabbing a stack of flint, some saplings, and going out there and making sure that I just load this up. Because I think, oop, I did not want to do that. I don't know what's going on there. I think I need to get a key for it, and lock it so that it doesn't accept anything else. But here is the rest. This will be up. Well, that's embarrassing. I for sure thought I had. There's 4 there. So I'll do. I guess I could just split the stack. 2, 3, and then this one gets some. I don't even have enough to make all the ingots. There we go. Alright, so we got the 2 copper blocks. This is some N-bar, some redstone. Yeah. So, perfect. Alright. Then we're going to do that there, those there. Boom. Upgrade. And I think that even gives us some copper, which is nice. Get back into getting started. Oh, apologies if you hear some of my neighbors. I think they just got home. Yeah, so sweet. So we can empty our inventory there. Where did all this come from? Did I not fill up every single one? I guess I did, but whatever. 3. Perfect. Now they're all full too. So I like things somewhat orderly if I can help it. I'm still really sad about the Starbuncle. I didn't know they disappeared. So yeah, he didn't die, but he just popped away. All right, so we've got that. The next thing I think we should probably get into is the extractors, because that's going to be kind of useful for us long term. Oh, I was like, why is that going down? But it's compressing. So that makes sense. So this first we're going to need the igneous extruder, which we're going to need to do constantan, which is copper and nickel. I do have some nickel here. I've got some iron here. Oh, I also have some iron dust, so I don't even have to bother with it. But we're going to take this Invar hammer, smash down all of our stuff there. And then we're going to do, I think it was what, 4? Yeah, so we're going to have some left over, which is alright. And then we need 4 constantan, which is... That's Invar. That's the nickel I was looking for. There we go. We'll pop that back in there. And then we'll just put you in here and you in there. We'll just divide it out, I guess, just so it gets done a little bit quicker, but it's not like it's saving us a ton of time. Alright. While that's going, I do want to go feed. Then we can also start feeding the pigs and getting them going. 4, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do like 4 potatoes, because we don't need a ton for that. But yeah. Then I don't know if there's an even number of y'all, but it'll be okay if not, I think. Or the chickens are going to start escaping. I'll make a mop yoinker soon if I can, and I can like condense all the chickens into a single place. I could probably make a magnet, which would be nice. Not super useful right now. But yeah. See, we don't have to give this guy diamonds now. I don't know why they want diamonds for potatoes and stuff like that. I guess they want to encourage you to get it through other methods, but overall it seems like it's not necessarily. It seems like a really artificial thing to time gate, or to gate behind diamonds. So we've got our constantan ingot. We're going to need 3 redstone total, I think. 2 pieces of iron. We've got our Invar. Let's pop you out there. We're going to do a piston. one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm going to be a little bit lazy and make. There we go. Make the piston, and then we do have some glass left over. So, boom. Ignis extractor, that's done. And then to get kiwi, we need to get some obsidian. But that is really simple to do. Not in large quantities per se, but so let's go over to our thing here. We will pop that down there, and boom, we get a piece of obsidian, which is nice. And then we don't need a ton, so I'm not really going to be worried about automating this just yet. When I get into pipes and stuff later, and I've got like some more automatic resource generation going, I'll worry about automating this. I guess I did need to grab one of you out of there, one of you out of there. And then let's do you away from anything super flammable. Oh, that's... God, these shaders are gorgeous. It's making like the light's reflecting through there in the shape of that fountain. Alright. Okay. So we're going to pop that down there. Pop the ignition extruder there. We'll put the water towards that end. And then this is going to make kiwi. And we need just 2 for right now. There were 62. 62 flowers, which I guess you can put these in. Oh. You've got to fight zombies to get these. So I guess this is how you summon summon like mobs, if you like passive mobs, if you don't have them. Oh, they do have the rings from Project D. And this is very later on down the line. But yeah, so we've got this. We can go ahead and take that off our thing. And if you don't know, this is I think a feature of I think this is JEI or NEI. I can't quite remember. But you just hit A and it puts it in like this little bookmark. And if you want to hide that, you can just put that there. And then just hit A on it again if you're over that side. And yeah. Okay. So we need to get some aluminum up. What is it? So we need, I think, 5 pieces of aluminum total. Because we got to break one down into nuggets. Aluminum isn't that bad to make. I think, yeah, this should be plenty. And then since I want to maximize all my resource gain in the early game, waste not, want not. Because the second I don't, I'm going to be like 1 piece short or something when I need it. But at least this way, I can get, doesn't take that much more effort. We can go ahead and make another one of these. Yeah. 2. Sorry, I kind of like laying everything out here in my head of how it's going to be. Grab another one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a piston in there. I guess the one, I guess, somewhat cheaty thing, this taking that free quest like over here, or that head start, is it gives you a bucket, which is nice, but I mean it's not like, I don't think it's super game breaking. But yeah, so extractors, I'm a big fan of. I think the first one that we're probably going to do is moss, and then I'll eventually make another one for nether brick. Let me grab some of this andesite up here, because if you go over to the extractor recipe, you need One block of stone surrounded by 4 pieces of iron, moss, and then a bone block underneath. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, I actually got an extra there, but that's alright. And then bone blocks, if I remember, I don't know if it's like this in vanilla, but I think in vanilla it's just actual bones. They're getting out somehow. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Let me see here if I can pop. I might have just got myself stuck. I don't want to have to start killing chickens, but and you're just a little guy too, man. Okay. I'm sorry, little one. I just don't want them roaming around here. So over here. Oh, I forgot the piece of stone too, so let me go back and grab that. And then this will generate us moss, which doesn't seem like it'd be super useful. But if you look at the recipes, one, you can sift it. You can compost it, which is nice. And two, it's how you get some of the better tree. You get some, like, all the trees, and you get the Ars Nouveau trees and stuff. What is a flashing archwood sapling? I don't know. I haven't actually seen that. But let's come grab a single piece of that. Pop you back there. You in there, and you in there. I guess we'll just put the dirt in there. Since it's already there, we don't need to take up another space in the chest for it. Oh, pardon me. I just had a sneeze. That was incredibly cathartic, but also very loud. So I didn't want to subject y'all to that. Okie dokie. Alright. So, alright, we're good there. So yeah. So we've got the bone block that we're going to place down here. Stone. 4 pieces of moss around the stone. This, and then you see how it's kind of like lit up like that. This should start. Yeah. If we look at it, I think it'll be easier if we type in moss. Each individual thing has like certain times. So every 2 seconds, we're going to get 1 moss, which is a pretty good deal, I think. Especially for free once you make it. Absolutely no effort involved. And we only set up 1, but I'm going to call that a win. Let me grab these 2 buckets of lava and then we'll take that down. So eventually we can make another heating element. Because they're pretty easy to make. Ouch. They're pretty easy to make. But for right now, I don't think we need one, because it makes lava very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least I know the horse is never going anywhere. He's going to be sitting on that stool for quite literally ever, I think, unless one of us grabs him. Alright. So, I guess the next step we could do is we need more gold to get the meshes to diamond. Slime is actually pretty easy. Of course, I'm down to buckets. Let me just go ahead and make 2 more buckets to expedite this. And then over here, 2. Yeah, we'll just do 2 for now. I think this will actually unlock another quest for us. So, nope. There we go. Hold up. I got that backwards. I'm sorry. So yeah, we need to water in there before, and this is just basically infinite slime. This gives us some more slime. But if we come down to food and farming, um, here, let me waste not, want not here. I'm gonna have to slaughter some of these cows. I don't want to waste anything. Although I don't think... Yeah, okay, that might not actually do what I wanted to do, so... Technically it is wasteful, but I'm sure we'll find a use for that later. I think with Farmer's Delight mobs, or with Farmer's Delight with the knives, you get more drops. So as long as I don't kill any of the little ones, we will have plenty to... Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Oh, cool. So we got step assist. Actually, I'm no longer stuck. Boop. Perfect. Let me go ahead and take these off. How are these things getting in there? I don't know what's going on with these animals, but it's okay. Okay. All of that basically for the quest to I think make a cake is what it wants us to do at the end here. Which of course we need one more bucket of milk in order to be able to do. Pop you there. 1 egg. And then 2 sugar. 2 sugar and 3 wheat. I'm going crazy. I cannot remember this recipe for the life of me. Okay. 2 sugar, 3 wheat. And then we just need 1 more bucket of milk, and then we're going to get a cake. If that's useful at all, I couldn't tell you. Our cake plans are going to have to go on hold for just a minute. Because I did not factor in that they were going to take time to grow. But what we can do in the meantime is go ahead and make a backpack. And we can already get that upgraded to iron. Which, when everything is pretty much right next to your house, or when you're very close to all of your items and you're not exactly exploring, I don't think it's a huge deal. I will remember this. There we go. Okay. So there's that, and then we just make that to an iron backpack. We get half the iron back, so not a bad deal. And then this can go in our backpack slot. And I've got mine set to open to B. It's just nice for holding some stuff that I like having on me, but I don't necessarily want to have in my inventory constantly. But, so we've got extractors. Oh, we can make, no, we can't, never mind. We need ender farms to make extractors. And I think when I make my mob farm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just skip straight ahead to putting witch water as the items that make it flow, which in order to do 8, and then we'll grab just like a, I don't know, like a little fancy piece of blackstone or something. Ooh. I am going to get a stone cutter for when I start building because these look incredible. And you can make them with just, that's actually incredible. I love the McCall's mods. They make people like, for people like me who can't build roofs or anything to save their lives. It's very nice to have stuff, and bridges especially. Bridges and stairs. It's very nice to make things that look somewhat fancy without without oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? Without breaking the bank, I guess, or breaking my creative bank. All right. Okay. So, sorry for all the running around. I do have a goal in mind here. So there's that. I guess we can do it over here. I want a 5x5 area. 2, 3, and this will be alright. We'll just make the path a little bit different. There we go. And I know I'm going to be placing some of this dirt back down, but it'll be alright for the meantime. And then in the center, I'll do you. Perfect. We're going to go grab that item, that watering can that we had. I remember from the first episode where I said it wasn't quite useful at what it was designed to do other than spreading grass. Well, it is at least useful, I think, in spreading mycelium. Get some water here, too. Perfect. So, what to do is fill this up with water. And then I think, yeah, there we go. I think that's spreading a lot quicker than it would without. So yeah, then this should start turning into witch water. I don't know why it isn't. It's interesting. Does it have to be under it too? I didn't think it had to be under it. I thought it just had to be around it, but I might be wrong. I've got this automated on our server, so I'm not quite sure what the issue is here. Yeah, there we go. I guess it had to be under it, but it does go significantly faster if you have it. You also get mushrooms. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and throw that in there. So we've got witch water. And then we can get that 64 soul sand. So it wants us to do bulk haunting from create. Which create, I've never really messed around with that much. I've heard it looks like a really fun mod, and I've seen people do a ton of cool stuff with it. But I've just never really gotten into it that much. Because then again, I've played a lot of the older versions of Minecraft that didn't have create with it. But we've got our witch water. If you keep seeing me go over there at night, it's because that's where, in one of my other worlds, that's where I have my bed. I have it up in that little tower there. So, I also made this last night after I was just grinding out some more materials. I think there's a way to like make this look like your character, which my character is Wago Mundo Arc Ichigo from Bleach. Probably I'd say my favorite like piece of media. Not that arc in particular, but just the whole show. Um, yeah, it used to be Raynor from Attack on Titan, and then the reveal came, and I'm like, spoilers if you haven't seen the end of Attack on Titan yet, or season 3 of Attack on Titan, I should say. And then it came out where he was the armored Titan. I'm like, I can't, I can't accept that. I can't stand fan for that guy anymore. But yeah, okay. So I think our next order of business is this is not going to get us nearly enough gold, I don't believe. Although there is a chance. I think we just need 50 pieces, and we'd be able to upgrade this to diamond or to gold mesh. And then once we get our stuff upgraded to diamond, that'll be pretty good, I think. Without incessantly grinding to get blackstone. I guess we can always set up an extractor for it. Oh, we did just enough. 1, 2, 3. Do we have any gold saved? Oh, we just got some nuggets. Nah, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and crush all that down to dust. That gives us 106 pieces, which is pretty good haul. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so while that cooks down, I think I don't want to just expand like in your typical skyblock fashion and expand out this way, like with big blocky structures. If you look in Ars Nouveau, you can do rituals to make these islands, and they're not super hard, but some of them are pretty nice. Like this one, you can either make an end cake to get to the end portal, or to get to the end here, or you can use yeah, this one right here, and it will create an actual, like it will just create a full end portal structure for you. Silverfish spawners and all, which was really annoying to deal with, but I think I want to use these islands to kind of expand out from here, and that way it'll look a little bit more organic, kind of looks like a big floating city, or floating village, I guess, and a bunch of interconnected biomes instead of just a giant cobblestone stack. Um, but yeah, so I do want to get into Ars Nouveau eventually. Neighbor's kids come by again. But Ars Nouveau, if we look here, yeah, it's not very hard to get to the ritual pedestal. The only thing is getting enough source and then making all of the like essences and stuff kind of takes a little bit of time. But that's probably going to be a next episode thing. This episode thing, the main goal was trying to cross a few of these off the list. We've got extractors, or we know how to make extractors. This is going to be probably either next episode or episode 4. I don't know what I want to do. That this is going to be probably our goal for the day. So I'm going to... I do apologize if that's getting a little bit too loud. If it, I'll actually try and go back and... I watched through the video I made last night, and I kind of watched back through. That's when I noticed it was like the widescreen format, which I do apologize for. But hopefully with OBS, I've got it set to capture the full screen. There's no like space on the sides. I also noticed some stutters last night on the recording. Not so much I didn't notice them in my like in my actual play, which is odd because I do have I've got a pretty beefy graphics card. It's the 3090 Ti, but this is a pre-built MSI computer, and it had pretty good stats. I think it came with a 2070 Super or something like that. But I think the limiting factor with Minecraft is it's a very RAM-heavy game. And I have 16 gigs of RAM. Or I think, yeah, 16 gigs. So that's, I think, next on my update list. is some more RAM and a CPU, because I think it's only an i7. So we are getting a good bit of dirt here, which is going to be nice. Uh, hmm. But yeah, this is how I want to expand out, at least initially, not additionally. I think this is going to look really good. I haven't done this one yet, but I'm imagining it just makes a giant geode, which is going to be really cool. We could probably like use that to do our magic in, depending on how big it is. I do like finding the geodes when I do play vanilla Minecraft. Oh, perfect. So we've got 2, 3, 4. So we'll do that, balance out the grid. And then we've got gold mesh, which gives us some gold, which is nice. I think that actually might be... Nah, we're one... Oh, no. We do have just enough gold to come down here and upgrade our backpack to the next tier. Is there any reason for this? Just so I can be a hoarder, basically. No other reason than that, really. But now, if we look here, we go look at sifting stuff like gravel. We have a 4% chance of getting diamond, which is really nice. And then we can also have a chance of getting some just raw gold, which will be very useful for stuff like Ars Nouveau is very gold heavy. But my phone timer just started going off. I don't know if you heard. So we didn't quite get all the way up to diamond, but I think we did make some pretty good progress. So I'm going to erase these checked items, and I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I appreciate anybody who's watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, or night, or whatever time it is, and I will see you next time.